The World Cup 2002 Beckham. In 2002, the final game of the World Cup were in Japan and Korea. England won their early game with no problem. The England player arrived in Tokyo before the final game and went to their hotel in the bus. There were lots of England fans in the streets. They were Japanese people. Look, David said to his friend, we have got a lot of fun in Japan. I didn't know. Not us, his friend smiled. It's you. Look at the number 7 on the shirt and listen. The people in the street shout, Beckham. What are they saying? David asked. It's your name, his friend smiled. It's your name in Japanese. For David, the big day was 7 June 2002. England beat Argentina 1-0. A famous win. David scored the only goal. After that goal, the newspaper never talked about the red card in 1998 again, and not very often. The World Cup in 2002 was a very good and interesting competition. England didn't win. Brazil beat Germany in the final game, but England played well. Goodbye to the red. The year 2003 was a very important year for David Beckham. First, Manchester United won a big competition. Then in the summer, there was a news story in the newspaper. Real Madrid bought Beckham for $2,500 of 12 years with Manchester United. David moved to Spain. His father was unhappy, but the move was good for David. Real Madrid and its players Zidane, Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, Rafael Figo were famous in every country in the world. David had a new shirt in Spain, a white shirt with the number 23. He played for Real Madrid for 4 years. He played for England too, of course. It's also in 2006. He was England captain in the World Cup final game in Germany. Again, England didn't win, but they played well. David scored same good goal. Italy beat France in the final game. Which English footballer plays and scored goals in 3 World Cup competitions? Only David Beckham. But after 2006 World Cup, David was unhappy. He didn't want to be England captain. This was difficult for him because he was in Spanish all this time. There were new young players too. It's time for new captain, he says. He played for England later, of course, but he was not a captain. On 17 June 2007, there was a very important final game in Madrid. On this day, Real Madrid beat Real Barcelona and they won La Liga, the number 1 competition in Spanish football. But this was the fifth final game for Real Madrid too. In August 2007, he said goodbye to Spain and to his friends there. He wants to play in the United States. It was a big story in the newspaper. Beckham is going to US for 5 years with $250 million. They said, this is the new thing for me. David said, Americans love American football, but now I want to make our football famous there. David and his family now live in Los Angeles. He played for LA Galaxy. His family live in a big, expensive house. A lot of famous people from Hollywood live near him. A family man, David loves children. He gives a lot of time and money to ill children. In March 1999, Victoria had Brooklyn, their first son. Now the Beckham have 3 boys. In September 2002, Brooklyn had his one little brother. His name is Romeo. And in February 2005, Beckham had girls. And they could like a little girl sometime too. David always remembered his time at the Bobby Charlton football school. It was a great place and it was good for his football. For a year, he wanted to start a David Beckham football school. In 2005, he opened the first of his footballer in a big new building in Greenwich, near London. Then he opened a school in Los Angeles too. He wants to have his school in many countries of the world. A lot of boys and girls can go to them. They can stay in the school and play there. They can be students of football with very good teacher. David photos often in the newspaper and on television. And not only for football. People see him in his coat, in the shoes, with a telephone, and then they want to have those things too. He makes a lot of money every year from advertisement. People like reading about him, his family, his house, his car, his hair. Children in many countries know his name. They play football in his shorts. They want to be famous. They want to be David Beckham.